Good morning and welcome to Barbados. Barbados has a huge working port. One ship just came in. Barbados is a relatively small island, 21 miles long and no more than 14 miles wide. So all attractions are close to the port. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to wander. I know I have to say this every day because not everybody follows along the entire cruise videos. So sorry if you're getting annoyed hearing this. The port is only 1 mile to the main streets. I rarely see rainbows, and this is the third one on this trip. Perhaps it's an omen that COVID is almost over. This is obviously our pier, and it rained again. Its economy relies on tourism. Would you believe there is a legacy of Jewish heritage? During the 17th century, around 300 Jews fled Brazil, bringing their knowledge of the sugar industry. Until recent times, sugar and its byproduct rum were the mainstay of the Barbadian economy. Have to be pretty strong. Those ropes are heavy. Barbados is the most easterly of the Caribbean islands. Temperature, just stand in front. New Amsterdam is in too. Big cruise terminal. At least on the way back we can actually browse. Follow the red dots for ship tours only. I am following. Did you know that emeralds are very fragile and crack easily? Well, they do. And we have to wait for them to get ready for ours. Very busy. So many ships and all passengers going on different tours.
We're making our way to the Sunbury Great House. That'll be our first stop because we have 2 stops on the tour. 1957 to 1961. But before the Bridgetown port was actually built, looking out to your right hand side is one of the biggest popular beaches you have on the island of Barbados as well. And we're about to go on the main street in Bridgetown. It is called Broad Street. Broad Street. Now, we're passing here the Mutual building on the left hand side, a building that back into the 1800s, a very beautiful building. But this is the main street we're about to turn on to right now. This is Broad Street. And as I told you guys, street. But on this street, you find the main duty-free shopping stores in this section here. So you're going to see a store that's open here, but not pretty much where you guys might live. So look to the left. On the right-hand side, the Dolphin Fountain. Now, usually when you see a fountain on the Charles Declan O'Neill Bridge, but the bridge that really gave Bridgetown its name is on the right-hand side. That bridge is called the Lift Bridge. So the bridge mechanically lifts here on the island. One time, the bridge would have swung back in the heydays before.
Sugar cane.
I know you'll be a little bit in a hurry, but a drink. So I believe the major drink that they're going to give you here, ladies and gentlemen, of course they're going to give you a juice. You might get a beer, but of course they love to let you get festive. So they want to give you something called a rum punch. You're gonna go across the path.
What are the names in the bricks?
Okay, that is one thing I'm not too sure of.
Okay.
But what I will do is get some quick information.
We don't have a house tour, which is fine with me. Okay, today's gripe. They have microphones. Why do they have to scream on the bus? I heard him perfectly. My ears hurt. Beautiful, beautiful flowers. At least. Stone. You have to take your temperature.
Where's your toilet?
Some interesting facts. We had to sanitize. Temperature taken. The cellars of the house were used for storage. I want the rum punch. This is the rum punch?
Just stay on, okay, guys?
Okay, thank you. Famous pirate Samuel Hall. Sam Lord was a great friend of Sunbury's owner in 1835 and frequently visited. A small turret was installed on the roof so they can signal each other with mirrors. It was constructed out of coral stone, limestone, and egg whites. Egg whites were usually used as some kind of cement. That's what's left of the mahogany grove. Look what kind of birdies we have. They've got nests up there. Hey, birds. A dripstone house from 1700.
Looking to get into power in Barbados. Windmills here in Barbados. This is just the windmill base you're looking at. We have one that is, has on the fans and everything for sure, but that's in the eastern side of the island called Margalos Windmill. Factories were implementing. Of course, that's sum of money, and then you go and a part here of the burial ground here on the left hand side. This one here is for persons who are not members of the church.
St. John's, we've got 3 ships here. Holland American, Mein Schiff, and us. It's on the site of the earliest wooden church in 1645. It's been damaged many times by hurricanes and rebuilt. Rebuilt in 1675, rebuilt in 1780, rebuilt in 1831. This was completed in 1836. 1952. I think it was all built from woods in the island. You can look it all up. You were only buried in the church graveyard if you were a church member. A sundial, but there is no sun. Oh, sun just came out. This is considered to be the most important grave. Here lieth the body of Ferdinando Palaeologus, descended from ye imperial line of ye last Christian emperors of Greece, church warden of this parish 1655 to 1656, and he died October 3rd, 1678. If you lived to be 68 years old in the 1800s, that was a very ripe old age. That's pretty. Very pretty. I wish they gave us a little more time. They rush us in and they rush us out. What looks like a goat is actually a sheep. It is some sort of a crossbreed because a regular sheep could not survive in the Barbados heat. They'd get heat stroke. And they're used for meat. It's a sheep chop, a goat sheep chop. Spanish navigators took possession of Barbados in the late 15th century, claiming it for the Crown of Castile. Onward to the Portuguese Empire, and then the English, who arrived in 1625 and took possession of the island in the name of King James I. During this period, the colony operated on a plantation economy, relying on the labor of enslaved Africans who worked the plantations. Slave trade continued until outlawed by the Slave Trade Act in 1807.
she grew up in this area here on the left-hand side of the street. On the left, she grew up here. So in her young adolescent years, of all the things that she did in the country of Barbados and also in the world.
Before I get back on board, this is just a chance to actually walk. Yay for us. Hello. I'm surprised they don't have Rihanna goods, since she deservedly, I mean, she worked for it. I'm not bad-mouthing her, but she is so popular. Garlic oil. There's more of that hot pepper sauce. It's more expensive here as it was in the little place where we just bought banana ketchup yesterday for $6. And here they want 11. I would have loved to have taken an excursion to Mount Gay to see how they make rum. Something different. And it's sail away time from Barbados, heading to Dominica. Oh, the tug is pushing us out. Neat. I have not seen that in a long time. I can't even imagine an accident where you bash into the ship next to you. One of my favorite records as a child was about Little Toot, the tugboat. Your great big tugboat, Little Toot, toot toot. I could hear them making an announcement from the Mein Schiff in Deutsch. Those structures remind me of the Return of the Jedi. And there's the pilot boat. We had a tug and a pilot boat. Out there is the nearest beach to the port, which we were not allowed to go to. I always enjoy seeing the pilot get off the ship and get on their boat. Let's see if he's going to do it or not. And yes, he did. Pretty amusing. And it's bye-bye to Barbados.